Good evening, one and all. Hello, how are you all doing? It is firework night here in the UK. So just outside my window, there's a big field where lots and lots of people are letting off fireworks. So do excuse myself if you hear any loud noises outside. It's great to see so many of you already in chat as well. Eugene, Ellis, It's No Kodu, Tom, VJ, Angie. It's great to see all of you here. The Watford players and the Swansea players are just coming out at the Liberty Stadium now to a guard of honour, of course, for Remembrance Sunday. Via the Royal British Legion, I believe, as well. So we're literally just a couple of minutes away from kickoff. I'm very, very excited. If the game is anywhere near like the second half was in our last watch along, I'm sure we will all be very, very happy. So yeah, very much looking forward to this. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Watford victory. So get your score predictions in chat. Tony is going 3-0 to Watford. VJ's gone 3-1. It's No Kodu has gone 3-1. Watford fan, evening James, hope you're well. I want to say hi to you at the Vic one day. You met Mike Duffy from Voices of the Vic. Well, I'm around the Graham Taylor stand. I sit in the upper Graham Taylor stand, and at half time, I usually go to the lower Graham Taylor stand. So yes, if you see me on Friday, of course, feel free to say hi. I'm more than happy to chat with you. But yes, back to the game. The Watford and Swansea players are just standing around the centre circle as I speak. I believe doing a minute's silence, of course, as this is the closest Swansea home game to Remembrance Sunday here in the UK. It's No Kodu. I do have a season ticket. I go to every single home game. So yeah, I'm very easy to spot as long as you sit in a similar stand to where I am. But yeah, as VJ says, it's been very cool and overcast for a number of days here in the UK. Pretty miserable weather, to be honest with you. I've not seen the sun for a very, very long time. So let's hope Watford can brighten up our evenings today. If you are new around here as well, please do hit subscribe. Our aim is to try and hit 1,200 subscribers by Christmas. So we're about 60 away from that goal. So if there's any new people here, please do hit subscribe down below. And don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the stream as well. It's always very much appreciated. Kickoff will probably be slightly delayed here by 1 or 2 minutes just because of the commemorations they're doing prior to kickoff, but we should be underway in literally 3 to 4 minutes maybe here at the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. Technically a European away day as Watford travel to a different country, albeit it is still within the United Kingdom. So yeah, looking promising for tonight, hopefully. It's No Code. I was miles away from you in the Blackburn game, but I did watch it. Auntie Angie, yes, please. Too much Trump is making you ill. Of course, Angie, over in the US of A, the election happening there right now. So hopefully you're doing well. And of course, we'll find out more about how that panned out tomorrow morning here in the UK. And yeah, still waiting for this game to get underway here at the Liberty Stadium. It won't be too much longer, I can assure you, but we have to respect, of course, Remembrance Sunday. And Watford will be doing the same thing on Friday at Vicarage Road, I would fully imagine as well, because that is our closest home game to Sunday the 11th. Oh, okay. You know what? While we're waiting, let's take a quick look at the Watford team. There it is for you. Vacuum bio, the goal scorer. You got 4 at Sheffield Wednesday. Starts up front. We've gone for a 4 at the back today. Yasser Larouchi, Matty Pollitt, Francisco Sierralta, Festi Ebisele, Dan Batman in goal, of course. Pierre Duomo, Georgie, Tom Ince, Ken Summer, of course, will be out on this left-hand side. And then Vacuum Bio up front. The Watford subs, Kevin Caben, Imran Louza, Tikvich, Jefferson, Doumbia, Morris, Jonathan Bond, Kwadwo Bar, and Ryan Andrew. So that is the Watford lineup for today's game. Let me know what you think about that in the live chat. I'm very much happy for Bio to start this game after he scored them 4 goals. Do not worry. I know I criticised Bio a lot, but I think he's earned his right to start today. So do not worry. I won't criticise him any more than I have done already. Here we go. We're about to get underway here. And this will be our last watch long actually for quite a while. I'm just going to look up on my phone when Watford's next away fixture is. Let's take a look. Watford's fixtures. Obviously, we've got the home fixture against Oxford on Friday. So Watford fixtures, Swansea today. We've got Oxford. So yeah, it's going to be towards the end of November. So Plymouth versus Watford live on Sky Sports Friday, the 22nd of November at 8 p.m. will be our next live watch along. Plymouth versus Watford. How exciting. But yes, the focus is fully on Swansea City today. They've got lots of players actually I don't recognise really in their starting 11. I mean, there's a few names that have been there for quite a long time, like Ben Cabango, Carl Norton, Matt Grimes, Liam Cullen. But other than that, a lot of their players I've never, I don't think I've ever seen before. Obviously, I'm not a Swansea fan, so I don't know the ins and outs of their team. But yeah, they have a few players I've never seen play before, which is certainly interesting. Watford obviously playing in our black away kits today, which we've actually failed to win in thus far in the season. We have kicked off Watford playing from left to right in this first half, and Watford getting on the ball very early on here, nearly actually breaking through on goal very early on. Vacuum Bio nearly nicking the ball off the Swansea City back line. Here's Festi Ebisele down this right hand side. Come on, Watford. Yeah, Tom Ince and Vacuum Bio, 30 seconds into this game, already playing in a very, very advanced position. Evening, Richard. Hope you are doing well. Eugene McGeever, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 0 around the grounds. Of course, there's other championship games going on at the same time today. And Watford have actually kicked off in the latest time slot possible. I think there was quite a few games that started at 7:30. There was a few games at 7:45. And Watford kicking off at 8 p.m. today over in Wales. So, yeah, a long journey for the travelling fans. And imagine if you went up to Sheffield and then just a few days later you're going over to Swansea. I mean, that is, you know, proper dedication. You've got to be a real hardcore fan to do them types of journeys. So fair play to everyone who has gone over to Wales today. Owen, evening. Hello, how are you, buddy? What's your prediction for today, Owen? I've gone 2-0 to the Golden Boys. Dan Batman with a goal kick here. Bio rose and tried to win it, but he couldn't do so. Good to see Pierre Duomo getting some more minutes as well, which I think was to be expected. Obviously, Musa Sissoko still serving the second match of his 3-match ban, and Tom Deli-Bashiru being injured as well. Swansea City there with the first opportunity of the game. Almost kind of like a half bicycle kick effort there. Daniel Batman claimed it very comfortably in the end. The Swansea attacker didn't really make the right connection, but it did have Dan Batman worrying for just a moment. The ball getting loose inside of Watford's penalty area. His Festi Ebisele down this right-hand side, back into Tom Ince, who I think has had a fantastic couple of weeks at the club, actually. Tom Ince really proving to be, not only a good player, but also a vital leader in this Watford side at the moment. Rudy says it would be great to get another away win. It certainly would, Rudy. Fingers crossed. And if we win today, I think that would be 3 wins on the bounce, which is always positive stuff. Owen's gone 2-1 to Watford. Vacuum Bio and Yasser Larouchi. Interesting stuff, Owen. Interesting stuff from you there. Oh, Bio held up the ball really well, laid it into Tom Ince, who wasn't strong enough and lost out in the end. But so far, this game has been very, very end-to-end. Both teams getting up and down the pitch quite quickly in these opening 3.5 minutes or so. Yeah, Swansea being very aggressive in their press. Goodness me. And here comes Swansea. They shoot. It's blocked. They have a chance here to shoot again. Oh my God! Swansea City nearly going ahead early on here. Playing the high pressure. They win the ball back, make way down that right-hand side. And I'm not quite sure what happened, but the ball eventually come off the post and had Daniel Batman scramble him. I'm hoping Sky Sports will show us a replay here. They have done. Here we go. So the shot comes in. Pollock blocks it. And yeah, I think the subsequent shot after that took a deflection off of Francisco Sierralta and actually come off of the Watford post. So early on in this game, Swansea City going close here within the opening stages, which is yeah, really concerning actually. And it looks quite busy actually at the Liberty Stadium today. I can't see any empty seats on my screen anyway. I'm sure there probably will be if they panned the camera around, but yeah, Swansea City having real fun down Watford's left-hand side at the moment, or Swansea's right-hand side attack. Here's Vacuum Bio, who's chasing that ball. Looks like the referee's called that either back for a foul or back for an offside decision. And yes, Eugene, you are right. This weekend is the last set of championship games because of the international break. Who else hates the international break? Of course, I love major tournaments. But yeah, I just find these breaks really, really boring. I mean, does anyone really care about England playing in like the UEFA Nations League, for example? I just find it so incredibly dull and boring. I'm sure when Thomas Tuchel comes into England, that might be more exciting. But for now, under Lee Carsley, I just don't have any interest in England at all. So yeah, maybe you guys have a different stance. I mean, maybe you guys support different national teams. Of course, you guys are from all around the world. But for me, I've got no interest in England whatsoever. Yes, Swansea certainly having the best start to this game. They've found most of their attacking joy down Watford's left-hand side. So far, of course, the side where you've got Francisco Sierralta and Yasser Larouchi defending. Most of their attacks coming down Watford's left early on here. They look really energetic, actually. And they've just won themselves a corner as well. So the first corner of the game does go to the Welsh team. Charlotte's agreeing with me, allowing Swansea to dominate. Traditional slow start for Watford. Don't jinx it, Charlotte. Don't jinx it. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah, Watford allowing the Swansea players so much time and space, nearly scoring an own goal there. Maybe I'm overreacting slightly, but Ken Sema, I think it was, heading back to Daniel Batman at very close quarters. And Swansea City, really impressive in these early opening stages. That time from a set piece. And yeah, still causing Watford some problems in defence there. Batman sends it long, looking to find Vacuum Bio. He does so. The ball falls back, unfortunately, into Swansea's possession. Here's Ince. Ken Sema playing in a strange position today as well. Ken Sema early on is popping up kind of on the right flank ahead of Festi Ebisele. Now, of course, Ken Sema is a left-footed player. We traditionally see him in a left wing or left wing back position. But early on here, Ken Sema has been popping up on the right-hand side, which is certainly an interesting tactical switch from Tom Cleverley. Of course, he's limited in terms of injuries and suspensions at the moment. But yeah, certainly not Sema's traditional position. Kwadwo Bar on the bench, apparently due to a knock he picked up either in training or in the previous game. So hopefully we'll see Kwadwo Bar later on today. That'll be good. We all like seeing a bit of Kwadwo Bar, don't we? Here's Festi into Duomo. Kevin Caben on the bench for Watford as well. He made his debut, albeit very brief, in the last Championship fixture as well. So I think for me, the sooner we can get Kevin Caben into this team, the better. Because, yeah, although what I've seen of him is extremely limited from what I've read and from what I've heard, it looks like he'll be starting games pretty quickly for Watford if he can live up to his potential, which is, yeah, really exciting. Come on, Watford. Here's Sema down this right-hand side. Can Sema get a good ball into the box? Here's Sema. Nutmegs the Swansea player. Drives into the penalty area. Finds some space. Here's Tom Ince. Oh. Yeah, that was Watford's best attacking move of the game so far. And Matty Pollock has some defending to do now. And yeah, Francisco Sierralta wins the ball back really well for Watford. And unfortunately, we've lost possession once again. This game has a very high volume of turnovers at the moment. Really is back and forth. Swansea City obviously having that best chance of the game. The ball coming off the post. Daniel Batman couldn't quite get to it. That happened about 3.5 minutes into play. But yeah, very end-to-end so far. Ken Summer, some great work down the right-hand side, actually. They're nutmegged the Swansea defender. I think it was Carl Norton, actually, at full-back for Swansea, who he nutmegged there. And he couldn't quite get his delivery right in the end. But yeah, promising signs so far. Swansea have another shot, and that is another corner. Has the linesman flagged for a corner? Yes, it is. So it's another Swansea corner. Their second of the game. 10 minutes played here at the Liberty Stadium. A Swansea player has gone down here, clutching his face. I'm not sure if he's going to wait for treatment here. Yeah, to be fair, Edo Kayembe did elbow him in the face, actually. Looks like he'll be okay, though. I think he's making more of a meal out of it than it actually was, to be totally honest with you, as is the case with the majority of football players. I mean, you could poke a football player and they would fall to the ground like they've been shot. It's very rare a football player is actually injured to the extent they are making out. But here's a Swansea corner. They take it short, actually. The ball's floated to the penalty spot, headed away by Watford. Festi's chasing down the loose ball, fouls the Swansea player. Referee plays on. Number 35 here for Swansea, dinking around a load of Watford defenders. Come on, Watford. Been really shaky early on here, actually. Here's Pierre Duomo. Plays it into Sema. Sema, good play. Here's Duomo, out to Tom Ince. Georgie on the ball now, down this right-hand side. Very congested in that central area at the moment. And Watford lose the ball once again. I mean, it's been the tale of the game so far, and a tale of our season really away from home, where Watford really are struggling to hold on to the ball for more than 5 or 6 passes really. And yes, Swansea once again have regained possession, but you do have to give them a bit of respect. They are of course the home team in this fixture. They're currently a mid-table championship team. They're not terrible, so you do have to give them a little bit of respect. Owen says the closest Watford have come to a European away night. Well, technically, Owen, we have gone into a different country, so you are correct. It's no Kodu. I'm nervous. We're not playing amazing. We're not. Charlotte says, can't see us winning this one 6-2. Well, I could say the same for the first half of Sheffield Wednesday, and then obviously Vacuum Bio got his hat-trick, so anything can happen. Owen has said Milan 1, Madrid 0. Big score there. Milkman, big shout out for Sierralta's 100 Watford FC game today. Tom Potts, hi James, just joined the stream. How are we playing? Pretty woeful, Tom, actually, to be honest with you. Swansea City going close, the ball coming off the bar early on. And yeah, Watford struggling to retain possession for more than about 30 seconds at a time. So I think Watford just need a period where we can control possession, control the play, dictate the play, calm it down, and then hopefully we can grow into the game. But certainly not a fantastic start from the boys so far. I've seen us play better, is what I would say. But we've not conceded, which is always a positive. Bio's gone down here, clutching his face. Looks to be in quite a lot of pain, actually. Sema's gone over to him, as has the referee. Looks like he'll be okay, though. As I say, the majority of professional football players, when you watch them in the stadium, you'll know what I mean. They'll fall down, they'll roll around like they've been run over by a car, and then 5 seconds later, they get up and they're sprinting down the byline. So, yeah, actually, to be fair, they've just shown the replay. Bio did take a nasty fall, actually. He rose up to try and win a header, and yeah, it looks like he fell awkwardly on his back here. So the Watford medical staff have just gone over to treat him. Hopefully he'll be okay. Of course, we have some options off the bench in Kwadwo Bar and Daniel Jefferson if Tom Cleverley wishes to use them. Please subscribe if you are new as well. We're on the road to hopefully 1,200 subscribers before Christmas. That's the goal I've set you guys. So yeah, if you are new around here, hit that button down below. And don't forget to leave a like and a thumbs up on the stream as well. Come on, Watford. Oh. I'll be in attendance on Friday as well. Let me know if you guys are going to Oxford on Friday. I cannot wait to get my pre-match burger. I absolutely love it. I do apologise if you're vegan, but yeah, I do love a cheeky pre-match burger outside the ground. They are so nice. A double cheeseburger with bacon is my ideal choice. Yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be going to Oxford on Friday. I mean, that is probably the most winnable game out of the last 3 games Watford have played. Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea, Oxford. You'd expect Watford, with the players we've got, to beat a newly promoted side. They've had a decent start to the season themselves, actually. They've done better than I expected. But yeah, you'd hope and think Watford would certainly put a few goals past Oxford on Friday. I think for me, it's just more concern about fatigue and having played so many games in the past few days. It's six days and 3 championship games played. So yeah, Tom Cleverley hasn't really rotated the squad too much this evening. So I would expect to see a few new players in that starting 11 on Friday night. Yeah, Watford's really struggling here. I mean, Tom Ince there on the ball is just getting closed down by 2 or 3 players at a time. Swansea playing really good stuff at the moment. So high intensity. And if you are watching the game and you want to sync yourselves up with me, I'm on 16 minutes and 29 seconds as I speak. So 16 minutes, 32, 33, 34. So there you are if you want to sync yourselves up with me. Oh, this number 35 for Swansea down this left-hand side is causing absolute carnage. Let me look up who this guy is. I mean, he's literally going past Watford's players with ease. Ronald, his name is. Ronald McDonald down that left-hand side for Swansea. He's looking dangerous in these early stages. Is he Brazilian? I mean, he sounds Brazilian. I mean, Brazilians do tend to have quite quirky names. So, yeah, I would assume so. Although that is just me stereotyping. So, I do apologise about that. But, yeah, let me look up this guy, actually, because I want to know. Ronald, Swansea player. Let's have a look. He is Brazilian. I was right. There we go. My football knowledge is bang on. He is actually Brazilian. And yeah, he is looking quality in these opening stages, causing Watford all sorts of problems. Georgie Shafatat saying not really getting involved so far. Swansea really cutting Watford apart with ease. Oh, and I thought that was going to be 1-0. The Swansea player there, the number 9, inches away from putting them ahead. He just needed a yard more pace, really, and he would have probably got on the end of that ball. But yeah, Watford defensively looking really shaky here early on. Maybe it's because of that slight change in shape that Tom Cleverley has implemented in the past couple of games. But yeah, Watford really struggling. Swansea overloading Watford at every opportunity. Here's Kayembe into Yasser Larouchi. Sierralta on the ball. Out wide to Festi Ebisele. Into Tom Ince, who's dropped quite deep. You have to excuse my yawning. It always happens with the late night streams. I start to get tired. It gets nearer to bedtime. Oh dear. Tom Potts, I'd like to see Jefferson start on Friday. So would I, Tom. I feel like I'm the only fan who is still backing Jefferson to do well at the moment. Yeah, I just feel he's not been given a real proper chance. I feel Jefferson needs 5 games playing 90 minutes of football, and he's just not been given an opportunity yet, which is yeah, really frustrating to see. Here's Ronald for Swansea, number 35 again, winning themselves their 3rd corner already of this game, nearly 20 minutes played now. And yes, Swansea City already with their 3rd corner. Dan Batman still has strap in there on his right leg, his upper thigh, which is a little bit concerning. You know, I thought Dan Batman had recovered from his injury, but clearly still struggling with some sort of muscular injury on his right leg there. So here's Swansea again, always taking their corners short, which is certainly interesting. It's not quite worked out for them so far. Free header, and it's 1-0. Is it offside? I think that, yeah, the linos flagged for offside. So Swansea do score a really, really well-worked set piece. I think that was Cabango there for Swansea, who scored in the end. But yeah, a really, really well-worked corner routine from the Welsh side. And luckily, Watford were saved by the linos flag. But yeah, so far, not good for Watford. Let's see this offside call. It was offside, not clearly actually. I mean, it was pretty tight, but it was on the replay there. Definitely a good offside decision. The game in Lemon, thanks for this, unable to get on iFollow as you're on holiday in Morocco. Oh my gosh, that sounds so nice. I am missing the sunshine here in the UK, so enjoy yourself in Morocco. Just turn my stream off. Just turn me off. Go out and enjoy yourself. It's bloody hot here. At least a draw, I pray. I don't know who you support. I assume you're hopefully a Watford fan. You could be a Swansea fan. I don't know. But either way, yeah, enjoy your holiday in Morocco. Charlotte says, lucky escape. Goal ruled out for offside. Owen says the offside must have been tight. It was pretty tight. But yeah, on the replay that they showed, he was probably a good half a yard offside, I would say. Yeah, Watford, we just look like we've had a bit too much to drink today. I don't know what the pre-match meal was that the players ate, but maybe they had a few too many pints because, yeah, we look a little bit shaken so far. I think it's fair to say. And also, I think I'm just generally too confident. I think if you watched my match preview, I probably went with a 2-0 prediction then as well. I'm just overly confident. I think, you know, when your team scores 6 goals away from home, I think you have a right to be quite happy. But yeah, back to reality in this opening 22 minutes or so at the Liberty Stadium. Watford just can't deal with Swansea's press. I mean, whenever Watford get on the ball, there's so much pressure coming from 3, 4, 5 players at once. It's really intense for us to deal with here. I also don't know where the Watford fans actually are in the stadium. It looks like they might be in that corner there behind Daniel Batman's goal, although I can't quite see on my feed. So if anyone does know where the Watford fans are, please do let me know. Also, if you are new around here, please hit subscribe down below. We just need 2 subscribers tonight to hit 1,140 on our way to 1,200 before Christmas. So yeah, if you are new and you want to be part of our community, please do hit subscribe down below. Here's Matt Grimes to Swansea. Swansea looking to play out from the back at the moment. Number 6 spreads it out wide to this right fullback. Carl Norton on the ball, being closed down by Georgie Shakpatatsi. I can hear some fireworks going off outside, so you can hear that as well. I do apologise. There's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. But it is just one night of the year here in the UK, other than like New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, for example. But yeah, I think we can put up with fireworks for one day. I just feel sorry for people who have pets, actually, because yeah, dogs and cats. I mean, dogs especially get really scared of fireworks. So yeah, I do feel sorry for any pet owners out there. Here's this Brazilian, Ronald, number 35 for Swansea. I mean, he's causing us so many problems. Goodness me. I mean, we are really struggling to get a tackle in on him. It's just darting past 3 or 4 Watford players at a time here. Swansea playing some real good football here. Long ball out to this right-hand side. Carl Norton picks it up, being closed down by Yasser Larouche, who's out of position. Georgie's got back at left-back, doing Larouche's job for a moment there. Here's Ronald once again on this left-hand side. Gets past Festi Ebisele. Festi Ebisele puts in a challenge. It's probably going to be a yellow card. And yeah, the referee has given him a yellow. Festi just hasn't been able to deal with this random Brazilian I've never heard of. I mean, who the hell has heard of Ronald for Swansea? I mean, I've never heard of him in my entire life. He sounds like a cartoon character, but he's currently tearing Watford apart. And actually, if there was VAR in the Championship, that maybe could have been a red card. I mean, maybe I'm over-exaggerating perhaps, but a pretty nasty challenge there by Festi Ebisele on Ronald for Swansea. Definitely worthy of a yellow, but maybe bordering on a red. I mean, he had no intent, I don't think, to get any of the ball there. So, yeah, interesting that the referee only chose to give him a yellow. And another dangerous set-piece delivery. I think that was Matt Grimes there, number 8 for Swansea with that delivery. And again, going very, very close for Swansea. All that needed was a first contact, a header, and that probably would have been a goal. Just going to look on social media to see what some other Watford fans are saying here about our performance thus far. Yes, someone says this, second best all over the pitch. Stuart on Twitter says, damn, that disallowed goal has to be a wake-up call. Swansea exploiting the space around the wing backs, which I think is a fair point. The wing backs looking pretty poor so far. Both Yasser Larouci and Festia Basele getting caught out on a number of occasions. Ben Saunders here again on Twitter, my favourite social media platform. He says this game has serious Preston away vibes. I hope not. Have Swansea got a striker he shouldn't be playing because he bit someone? Very, very funny. Yeah, not good so far. Not good so far, but positives are. I think Bio has had a couple of moments of good hold-up play, and we've not conceded. So that's all I can really give you from a Watford perspective. We've not been that good. Kayembe, Pierre Duomo, Tom Ince, all really struggling in their midfield areas. They're just getting pressed really quickly as soon as they touch the ball. I don't know how we can change that. Potentially a change of formation at some point. But yeah, at the moment, Swansea City are all over us. Really impressed, actually. I've not watched any Swansea games so far this season. And yeah, they're playing some good stuff today. Yeah, Watford just not winning. I mean, there was a period there of 4 or 5 aerial duels where Watford could have been a bit more physical and could have won. Pierre Duomo and Tom Ince just not going in for them aerial challenges when we potentially could be. So yeah, we'll have to look at the stats at half time in regards to duels won. But Watford seem to be struggling aerially today as well. Milkman, is it the black kit that's sucking the life out of us? Well, it's a good point because we have failed to win in any of the games that we've played in this black kit with. So yeah, I'm not superstitious, but maybe we should have just worn our yellow kit. The Swansea keeper takes that easily. A very bright yellow kit that the Swansea goalkeeper is wearing. Here comes Ronald again. Down this left-hand side. Sierralta this time fouling him. Referee says, get up, Ronald. Here he is again. This guy's hilarious. He's literally like a reincarnation of Neymar playing for Swansea. I can't believe my eyes. Here's Matt Grimes. Carl Norton on the ball now. Grimes looking to find a way past Tom Ince. Jacob Venables, hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you again. Hi, James. How are you? I am doing pretty good. I'm just counting down the days until I get my pre-match burger on Friday. But yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking, Jacob. I hope you're well as well on this very miserable Tuesday evening. As I said earlier, the weather in the UK has been pretty atrocious. I mean, I went out for a run earlier today and it's just grey cloud, fog, mist, no sunshine at all. I mean, yeah, it's been pretty shit in regards to weather, which is to be expected given the country that I live in. Come on, Watford. Oh, yeah, finally, the referee gives us a foul in our favour. Kayembe going down there. And Watford finally have a chance to breathe just for a few seconds. Tom, Bio looks knackered. Potentially so, but I do think you had to play him given he scored 4 goals at the weekend. Milkman, but no rain, James. No rain, just lots of cloud. And no sunshine, which is very frustrating. Seeing as I love the sun, whenever it's sunny in the summer, I'm outside. So yeah, I'm certainly missing some vitamin D, if you will. Here's Kayembe. Back to Francisco Sierralta. Larouci. Larouci driving down his left-hand side. Ball into the box. Evades everyone. Watford can't get ahead on that. Vacuum Bio takes it down here. Back out to Georgie Shakfatatse. Can Georgie get a good ball in here? And the Swansea goalkeeper claims that. That's quite frustrating. I certainly would, Tom. It's just a very long way to go, Australia, and it costs a lot of money. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of years, I can make it down to the Gold Coast of Oz. It would be very, very nice. I've never actually asked you, Tom, do you live near the coast? Obviously, I knew you lived in Australia, but do you actually live near the sea? Because if you do, that would be very, very nice. Oh, did you hear that? That was a massive firework outside. You guys must have heard that, surely. Yeah, I don't know what my neighbours are doing, but it sounds like they're having fun. Um, oh dear. I bet one of them will scare me. I'll get caught off guard and like a massive firework will blow up next to my window and I'll get absolutely terrified. 30 minutes away from the sea by car. That is not too bad at all. I'm probably about an hour, I would say, an hour and a half where I live in the UK. I mean, it depends where you go. I mean, if you go down to Brighton, that's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours by car. Bournemouth's about the same in the UK. Southend's a little bit closer, but with the greatest of respect to Southend, it's not the prettiest of places. I'd much rather go to Devon or Cornwall than Southend or Clacton. So yeah, if you want to go somewhere decent from like the Watford area, which is basically where I am, you're looking at about an hour to an hour and a half. But yeah, I'm sure it's not as nice as Australia. Here's Swansea down this right-hand side. 34 minutes played here. Can Watford hold on to this clean sheet? Ball into the box, headed down, and it's a goal. And it's 1-0 to Swansea. Number 25, Harris scoring for them. And yeah, unfortunately, whoever it was who commented a few minutes ago about this having vibes of that Preston game, I think you're right. I'm not feeling that Watford are going to turn up away from home this evening. And yeah, Swansea City there. Again, a really, really well-worked move. Lovely ball over the top, header at the back post. And ultimately a tap in there for number 25, Harris. So let me get that score changed. It's Swansea 1, Watford 0. And a pretty poor display from the Hornets today. I've got to be honest with you. Not good at all. Wow, can you guys hear that? The fireworks going off. I think they're just taunting me after Swansea scored. I'm just watching this back in the replay. Yeah, that's a pretty poor goal by Watford. A lot of our players just ball watching. Once again, not getting up and closing down players quick enough. And yes, Swansea City go ahead. So Harris scoring for them. And it's 1-0 at the Liberty Stadium. Oh, God. I just wanted another away victory. There's literally fireworks going off outside my window. Let me go and have a look. I mean, the game's hardly good from a Watford perspective, so... Wow. It's like there's loads going off. Absolutely loads. Here's Swansea. I do apologise about this noise. I mean, it sounds like I'm in a war zone, but I cannot do anything about it. It's just the day of the year. Yeah, here's Swansea. Ronald again for them, tearing us apart down that left-hand side. Matt Grimes spreading the ball out wide here to this right-hand side. Can they get another ball into the box? They can't. It goes out for a Watford throw. Tom says, why are we so inconsistent? It's like they get your hopes up just to be knocked back down. Look, I don't think I was necessarily expecting a victory today. It would have been nice and it could still happen. But the performance thus far suggests we will concede another couple of goals because we've been absolutely, completely the second best team today. Really, really poor. Tom also saying we need half time. It's no Kodu. Honestly, they kind of deserve that. They've been playing really good. Absolutely agree. Yeah, come on, Watford. It's been pretty poor so far. This isn't the type of entertainment that I wanted. Yeah. Tom Cleverley looking pretty emotionless there, sitting on the bench. Looks like he's making some notes alongside Paul Robinson and his coaching staff. But yeah, Dan Batman with the goal kick here. 37 minutes, 40 seconds played here in Wales. Rapidly approaching half time. This first half has gone past pretty quickly, actually. But yeah, Watford having literally zero chances. I can't remember any clear-cut chances that Watford have had on goal. Oh, the shot comes in. Batman very comfortably saves. Really weak shot, actually, as he was being closed down by, I think it was Kayembe. I couldn't quite see there. Oh, God. Come on, Watford. Bloody hell. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we waste our evenings watching this dross every single week? I don't know. I literally don't know. And actually, my feed to Sky has just paused, so I'm not. It's not even showing me the game at the moment. Let me just refresh my screen. Hopefully, we can get that back for you. There we go. We're back. We're back in action. So clearly, Sky didn't want me to watch that Watford performance either. Yeah, not good. Not good. I'm jealous about that guy who came in earlier and said he was on holiday in Morocco. Yeah, I'm very, very jealous. I'd love to be in Morocco. In fact, a couple of my mum's friends have just come back from Morocco, actually. And they had a very nice time. So, yeah, clearly the place to go on holiday at this time of year, Morocco. God, these fireworks are not stopping there. They're relentless outside my window. Goodness me. Here we go. Watford have a free kick. Not in a dangerous area. Probably just a few metres in front of the halfway line. I think that was Pierre Duomo being fouled. Eugene McGeever, I think Tom Cleverley will make some changes in the second half. I think he has to. I think, you know, maybe not even changes, but just a change of formation, because the Watford midfielders today, who are, you know, Pierre Duomo, Tom Ince, and Edu Kayembe, are completely being bypassed and overloaded. And especially more so the fullbacks is what I'm concerned about. Yasser Larouchi and Festi Ebasele, after their good performance at Sheffield, are really struggling to do anything meaningful today at all. Oh! Nearly. If that ball's a little bit better, Vacuum Bio could have potentially had a decent shot on goal there. Referee, surely that's a foul. I think the referee's given that in the opposite direction. Vacuum Bio looked to have been completely bodied to the floor. But the referee has given the foul the opposite way. It's just told Bio to get up off the floor. Milkman says still no shots on target. Very true. I mean, that's a really poor statistic to be going into half-time with. I'm not quite sure what Tom Cleverley will say, but it's definitely going to bollock them, I would imagine. Here's Kayembe. Kayembe shoots, goes out for a Watford corner. We got our first corner of the game. Here we go. Let's get excited. Here we go. Woo! Yes. I'm overreacting, but we've got to find some positives. So yeah, Kayembe attempting a shot, deflects off a defender, and Watford here have our first corner of the half. Here we go. Georgie standing over it. Come on. Oh, it's headed away. Georgie going for the near post once again, and very easily headed away. And Swansea here have a big chance on the counter here. Watford get back and defend quite well. Here's Pierre Duomo. I asked my younger brother actually for his score prediction prior to the game. I went 2-0 to Watford, which is clearly wrong now. But yeah, he was pretty pessimistic. I can't remember what he predicted, but I think he predicted a defeat. So yeah, maybe I need to listen to my younger sibling because yeah, I think he's a bit more sensible than me at times. Come on, Watford. Right, we're nearly at half time. So I think for me, it's damage limitation now. Get to half time. 1-0 down, regroup, reassess, make some changes at half time, and go again. But Festi Ebisele, oh my gosh, what a run this is from Festi. Oh, God, that was good. That was really good play by Festi Ebisele down this right-hand side. He evaded, he kind of dinked the ball over, two Swansea players there, putting a decent delivery into the box, and the goalkeeper just got there ahead of Nakun Bayo. But probably our best attacking play of the match so far when Festi Ebisele just found himself, a few yards of space there. Yeah, that's been Watford's best chance thus far. Mark Deshay is listening in Melbourne, James. Very pleasant today. I'm glad it's pleasant for you because it's not pleasant here. It's absolutely miserable weather. But we do have real seasons here and don't always get the warmest weather. If you want all year round warmth and outdoor life, then go to Queensland. I love how I'm getting advice on where to move to in the world to find warm weather. I really am loving this stream. Florida, Florida's meant to be warm all year as well. Tenerife, the Canary Islands in Europe. Yeah, there's lots of places I could go. Here's Georgie. Can Georgie play this ball? He does so. It's headed away. He had quite a lot of time there. This game's getting very chaotic, so I do apologise if my commentary isn't very fluid. Here's Sierralta doing some defending. Ronald goes down. I mean, that is not a yellow card, referee. This Brazilian for Swansea, Ronald, is causing us all sorts of problems. Let's just watch this back in the replay. How the hell is that a yellow card? I mean, he literally just ran into Francisco Sierralta's chest. And he's given a yellow card for that. I mean, that is one of the softest yellow cards I've ever seen. 2 minutes added time in this first half. Swansea City are going to have one more chance probably from this set piece that Francisco Sierralta has just conceded. Matt Grimes standing over it. He seems to be their designated set piece taker. It's gone into the box. Headed out. Back in by Swansea. And Daniel Batman gets that in the end. About a minute and a half of play to go. Tom says, come to New South Wales. I can promise you I will be over there at some point in the near future. I can't tell you when, but I'm sure I will be over there at some point soon. Owen says, I think it's time to change my prediction to 1-1. I'm changing my prediction to 3-0 Swansea. I just can't see Watford getting anything based on our first half performance. Our only real chance was some good work from Festi, which literally just happened. But yeah, the final ball wasn't quite there. And other than that, we've just been defensively woeful. I'm surprised we've not conceded more goals than we have actually, given the chances Swansea have created. Tom's changing his to 2-1 Swansea. Yeah, we're all a bit pessimistic at the moment, aren't we? Let's just take half time to recharge, refresh, and get some renewed hope and confidence. Remember, we still have Kwadwo Bar on the bench. We still have them on the bench. The game changer. So, yeah, look, second half, it can all change. We were drawing 1-1 with Sheffield Wednesday. And that was a pretty woeful first half. And then the second half, we scored like 5 goals. So, yeah, it can completely, all change. I think this is half-time. It looks like the referee's called it. He has done. A Watford player did go down at the very end there. I couldn't make out who it was, but they did go down on the far touchline. But yeah, half time. Swansea City won. Watford won. What do I say? What do I say? It's been up there. It's been up there as one of the poorer games of the season so far. I have to say, not quite as bad as the Sheffield United or Norwich maybe or Preston clearly, but I'd say it's up there. I think if Watford had conceded another goal, would be pretty angry and annoyed right now. So I think for me, I'm going to be generous and put it down to fatigue potentially. I can feel a hiccup coming. I do apologise. It's not coming. There we go. Stay away. Stay away. But yeah, I think I'll be generous. I'll put it down to fatigue. Watford have another game in 2 days on Friday. So yeah, it's going to be really hard. We have to use our squad. If I was Tom Cleverley, I would put some more bodies in midfield, change the system at half time. And I'd probably let's just bring up the substitute bench for a moment. We've got Imran Loser, who's really our only midfield option. Kevin Caben, Tikvich, Jefferson, Doumbia. You've got Morris, Ryan Andrews. I don't think this game would particularly suit him. You've got Kwadwo Bar. So not many options really. I mean, Kevin Caben, he might be worth a shout just to freshen up that defence. Loser is someone you would bring on if the game was perhaps more technical. From my perspective, looking at what I've witnessed so far, this game is very physical. It's very aerial. You've got to win your duels, and I don't think Loser would really be the type of player to get stuck into that. And Jefferson, potentially we could see actually in the second half. I think someone pointed out earlier that Vacuum Bio may be feeling slightly fatigued. So yeah, I think we need to freshen up the front line potentially. So maybe maybe we will see Daniel Jefferson in the second half. I'm going to go for a quick break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes looking ahead to the second half where hopefully Watford will once again put in a really good performance. Who else wants to see another Vacuum Bio hat-trick? I know I do. So yeah, looking forward to the second half. Just slightly frustrated that we've really not been at it at all. We just look leggy, we look tired, we look fatigued, and we look tactically confused at times as well. So that's my conclusion for the first half. And yes, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I have returned. I have returned. Yeah, pretty poor from Watford. I'm always the optimist. I'm not one of these fans who will sit here and swear for days. I'm just not that type of person. Maybe on the odd occasion, but generally, I'm pretty chilled out, pretty positive. And look, theoretically, Watford could still come back and win this fixture. Does it look likely currently? No, no, it does not. I would give you that. However, it is theoretically possible. So let's take a look at some of the halftime statistics here. Let me just get them up. Let me show them to you. Bear with me. There we go. Right, let's take a look through some of these statistics. So, there we are. Swansea, 7 shots to Watford's 1. They've had 3 shots on target to Watford's none. So, nil point shots on target for Watford. Look at that possession as well. 61% possession to Swansea compared to 39% to Watford. Nearly 300 passes for Swansea compared to 186 for Watford. Pass accuracy, again, it's just not high enough. You want that to be in the low to mid 80s. Watford is always hovering around, 75. I think the last game was even 72% in that first half. So that's something Watford need to work on. 2 yellow cards. I thought the Francisco Sierralta yellow card was really soft. That Brazilian player for Swansea just ran into Sierralta. He didn't stick his foot out. He didn't do anything to warrant the booking. Yet the referee, for some reason, gave it. And then 3 corners to Swansea compared to just 1 for the Golden Boys. So, Watford being thoroughly played off the park at the moment. Not good. I'll see if I can get some more in-depth statistics actually on a different app. Let's take a look if I can find them. This might be a good one. Just bear with me for one moment. If you guys could let me know the other championship scores as well currently, that would be much appreciated. Yeah, look at that. This is much more interesting. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. So let me remove that. Probably still a couple of minutes to go until the players actually re-emerge out of the tunnel. CT Gaming says, at the game, horrible defending. Oh, I feel so sorry for you that you travelled that way to watch such a subpar performance. This is better stuff here. Thought Mob. This is what we want. In-depth football analysis. Here we go. So let's take a quick look at what their statistics are saying. And you can see Watford's only attempt there was from Edu Kayembe on the 42nd minute with an XG of 0.03. That shot was blocked and went out for a corner. Swansea generating an XG of 1.64 compared to Watford's 0.03. I mean, that is absolutely woeful. Swansea generating 2 big chances, and yet 83% passing accuracy compared to Watford's 77. It's not good at all. And you can see some of the other scores down the screen here, actually. Bristol 0, Sheffield United 0, Oxford 1, Hull 0. That's a big result for Oxford. QPR doing really badly this season, losing 2-0 to Borough. Sheffield Wednesday, that is a shocking result, actually. Norwich, I know they have their injury issues at the moment, but they're losing away from home 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Plymouth Portsmouth 0-0. Swansea Watford 1-0. So there you go. Interesting stuff. I think we will use FOTMob from now on, actually, for our halftime look, because these statistics are certainly more in-depth than what the basic Google ones give you. Watford fan says the statistics don't read well with second half FC. Well, let's hope this second half is really good. Pete, looks like you're a Spurs fan. Can I just ask? I thought our fixtures were bad, but aren't you playing again on Friday? Madness, not fair on the players. You are absolutely right, Pete. 3 games, so 3 championship games in 6 days for Watford, which is too much. I mean, I know Tom Cleverley said he'll use the squad, but yeah, for a professional player, you know, if they're chosen to play 3 90-minute matches of football, in 3 days, I think that is yeah, it's really physically demanding. You know, let's not beat around the bushes. It's really difficult. But yeah, interesting look from Football there. We'll stay on that screen until the players come out for this second half. I'll have a little stretch. I'll stretch my arms. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, come on, Watford. Yeah, we'll stay on this screen till the second half resumes. Swansea City have come out for the second half. I'm not sure if they've made any changes. Just waiting for the Hornets to come out. The camera's on the goal scorer, Piet Harris, number 25 for Swansea, scoring that goal. Header at the back post over Daniel Batman. And yeah, it was a tap in at the far post for Harris to put Swansea 1-0 up in this game. And yeah, you can see some more statistics here while we wait for Watford to come out. Oh, guys, you'll like this. You will like this. I can see a certain man named Kwadwo Bar who is about to come onto the pitch. So yeah, here we go. Let's see who's coming on for, actually. I'm just waiting for Sky Sports to actually flash it up on the screen. I don't know if Watford have tweeted who the substitution's for. I can't see it on my screen at the moment. Let's take a look. Vacuum Bio is still on the pitch, so it's not for Vacuum Bio. Have Watford tweeted? Let's take a look. No, nothing. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see who emerges out of the tunnel for Watford. But Kwadwo Bar speaking to Tom Cleverley on the touchline. Watford really taking a long time to come out here. There's only about 4 Watford players on the pitch at the moment. Swansea City ready to go. And yeah, we're still waiting for Watford to re-emerge here. Sema's on, so it's not coming on for Sema. The Lino, the 4th official, I should say, is just getting his board ready so we can see who Bar is coming on for. It's going to be Yasser Larouchi. So number 37, Yasser Larouchi, is coming on for Kwadwo Bar. So yeah, I would suspect Ken Sema, who has been playing primarily down that right-hand side, I suspect he'll move over to left back. And then Kwadwo Bar, as we know, will drive at his fullback. So I think that's probably the right decision, actually. Let's take off the statistics. Come back to my beautiful face. I do apologise. I can hide it if you want. But yes, we are back. Ellis says, scores unfortunate. Yes, Ellis, it is. Nothing else going on tonight, so I thought I would pop in. Just to give you some context around Ellis, he's a Manchester United fan, so I don't know why he's gloating about the Watford score when his club is in turmoil at the moment. Tom Potts says 60 minutes bring on Jefferson. I'd love to see Jefferson. It just feels like me and you, Tom, are the only people who want to see Jefferson at the moment. But yeah, I'd love to see Daniel Jefferson get some minutes. Pete says Lisbon have just gone up 2-1 up. 21 seconds into the second half against City. I tell you what, City are having a pretty poor run at the moment. And yeah, Watford fan says these statistics don't read well. We are second half FC. So here we go. The game is back underway. Let me revert my attention back to the stream so I don't miss anything. And here comes Swansea early on here. Well defended by Pollock. Well, I say well defended. He's kind of scuffed his kick and it's gone out for an early Swansea corner here. Come on, Watford. Swansea take it short again. Clearly something they've worked on and something that they've seen a weakness in Watford, perhaps. Oh, here's Kwadwo Bar closing down the Swansea City goalkeeper early on. Go on, Bar. That's it. Getting stuck in straight away. That is what we want to see. And very rare, actually, for Tom Cleverley to make a half-time substitution, but he clearly felt Yasser Larouci had a poor first half. I would agree. I thought Festi Ebisele actually had a pretty poor first half as well, albeit Festi did create that one chance towards the end. So, yeah, Yasser Larouci was the scapegoat from Tom Cleverley for that first half performance. Let's hope Kwadwo Bar can use some of his magic once again to get Watford back into this fixture. And look, a draw is not a terrible result as well. I think 4 points from 2 away games is clearly a very good return. And then you would back Watford to hopefully beat Preston on Friday. My one frustration, as that Tottenham fan mentioned earlier, is the fact, 3 games in 6 days. I mean, that is just really poor scheduling from the Championship. Why wouldn't they, move the Oxford game to Sunday, for example, and give Watford a longer break? Because, the players will probably, tonight they're playing the game. Tomorrow will be recovery. And then you'll have Thursday where you won't really do any high intensity sessions. And then Friday's the game. So really, Watford have one day of semi-training but before the Oxford game, which is it's just not good, is it? It's not good. It's just the epitome of modern football, if you will. Come on, Watford. Swansea City with another corner here. Oh, they've actually taken a proper corner this time, rather than going short. That is a surprise. Oh, could be 2 here. Oh, the shot's blocked. Watford got lucky. Kayembe gets back to defend. The Swansea players appeal for another corner and they get given it. I mean, this must be their 3rd corner already in this second half. Ellis says he'll be back when it's 2-0. 3-1 to Sporting. Goodness me, Amarim, best manager in Europe. He is doing a great job at Sporting, Ellis. Yes, Swansea City with another corner. Matt Grimes standing over it. Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot has changed thus far. They take it short again. Here we go. Oh, not quite sure what Swansea were doing there. Carl Norton completely running the ball out of play. So Watford do have a throw down in our defensive third. Ken Sema is the one to take it. I think it's safe to say that Vacuum Bio has reverted to his normal self. Yeah, Vacuum Bio there just pushing, I think, Cullen to the ground there out of frustration. I mean, the referee booked Francisco Sierralta for quite literally nothing in that first half, so I'm surprised he didn't book Vacuum Bio there for that shove. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about Bio too much because I feel like I speak about him enough on this YouTube channel. But yeah, watching the first half and the second half so far, I think he's reverted back to normal Bio. I think we'll probably have to wait another 20 games to see him score a goal. So I'm looking forward to when that day occurs. Matt 2890 cleverly said he would use Jefferson during the next 3 games during his interview before the Sheffield Wednesday game, as Cleverley has seen his confidence grow during training. Yes, he did say that, but what I would say is that Tom Cleverley is doing himself and Jebison a disservice if he just throws him on for the last 10 minutes. Jebison against Sheffield Wednesday I think he got 5 minutes of football where you'd want him to get at least half an hour to kind of get that rhythm going. And obviously at that point, Watford were tearing Sheffield Wednesday apart. So I would have definitely backed the team to have made a chance for Jebison. So yeah, for example, today, if he throws Jebison on 5 minutes, I don't see the point in it. Vacuum Bio, he's just shoved another player off the ball. Again, I'm shocked the referee hasn't booked him there. He's literally just pushed the player over with his hands. Yeah. I mean, if it was me, I would take Vacuum Bio off. He's not contributing to this game at all. He's actually giving away fouls in dangerous areas now. So yeah, I mean, maybe I sound really horrible, but I've just never been a big Vacuum Bio fan. And I even said that after the 4 goals. I said, look, on a personal level, I'm happy for the guy, but there's no way he's up to the quality of being a consistent championship player. I mean, I'm sorry, I've watched enough football in my lifetime to know that watching this guy week in, week out, he clearly just isn't good enough. But yeah, Swansea take that free kick. It goes over absolutely everybody and goes out for a... it doesn't go out for anything, actually. It stays in play, and Watford look to play the ball upfield. It goes out for a throw-in the end, actually. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time left to go. Oh, Tommins nearly chasing down a loose pass there. It went back to the Swansea keeper who hoofed it away. Oh, Lino, shut up. That was not offside. Ugh. I do know the name of the Swansea goalkeeper, by the way, but I just cannot pronounce it for the life of me, which is why I just keep referring to him as the opposition goalkeeper. I can tell you his name. I just don't... I think I'll butcher the pronunciation. So his name is Viguru. It's something like that. I think it's French potentially, but it's too much of a mouthful for me to say repeatedly. So yeah, that is why I'm not referring to their goalkeeper by name. Right, here's Swansea on the attack down his left-hand side. Here's Ronald again, that Brazilian. Oh, and the ball falls to Franco in the box there. He had quite a lot of time to hit that on the half volley. And in the end, his strike went way over Daniel Batman's crossbar. But yeah, Franco skying that shot completely. Had a good bit of time in the Watford penalty area. Jacob says, "You Orns, that's what we like to hear, Jacob. Hope you're doing well." Tom says, "Come on, Watford." I'm liking these positive messages in chat. We're just not seeing it reflected on the pitch, unfortunately. Yeah, Pierre Duomo looks to be struggling today as well. He looks to be getting a little bit intimidated by some of the opposition players physically. God, yeah, this has been poor. I mean, I am sugarcoating it somewhat, but it really has been woeful. Tom Cleverley usually is very much on the touchline giving instructions, but for a lot of this game, whenever the cameras pan to him, he is just sitting on his bench with a little bit of disbelief on his face, which is quite funny. Come on, Watford. Bloody hell, what are we doing? Jesus. Oh, that's a great run. That is a great run by Quadwo Bar. Ah, and the ball was just too much for Festi Ebasele. It's no Cody was still going for 3-1. God, I don't think so. Jacob says, went Sheffield on the weekend. What a day out. Yeah, what a day out that was, Jacob. Bloody hell. Yeah, I don't think any of you guys were expecting to see 6 goals from the Ornans in that game. But yeah, see that as a reward for your dedication to the cause. I'm sure it made the journey home worth it. I mean, I don't know where you're from. I mean, some people live up north anyway. So yeah, the northern away days aren't too bad for people who live up that way. But if you're coming from you're coming from the Watford area. I mean, it's such a long way to go there. 4, 5, 6 hour drives that way and back. So yeah, fair play to you, Jacob. Oh, Watford are being torn apart here. I mean, we are just letting them absolutely run through us here. Oh, God. Next away days, Plymouth on the 22nd of November. Blimey. You're dedicated, Jacob. You are a dedicated fan. Yeah, Plymouth, long way to go. I know some people probably make like a weekend of it and probably stay overnight. But yeah, if you're doing it there and back on the same day, absolutely fair play. Here's Tom Ince into Georgie. This looks like it'll be a good chance for Watford. Sema on the overlap. Sema gets in a good ball. It's deflected and it goes out for a Watford corner here. Good work by Georgie and Ken Sema down his left-hand side. I might jinx this, but I'm feeling that Watford will get awarded another penalty today. I've just got the feeling the referee is going to give us a penalty. I don't know why. It just come into my head. Let's see. Here's Georgie. Wow, that was a audacious shot. I think that was Ronald actually for Swansea, almost trying to do a Wesley Hoot, scoring from the halfway line, trying to catch Daniel Backman off his line. Interesting. They must have studied that. Owen says Plymouth away is going to be your first ever Watford away game. That is good. That is good, Owen. Fair play to you. Unless 2 under-21 friendlies down my local club count, they probably don't count, Owen. I think it's fair to say the Plymouth game will be officially your first Watford away day. And yeah, what a place to go. Yeah, fair play to you, Owen. Absolutely. Flip the camera. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to because I would get copyrighted and my channel would be closed down. So I cannot do that. I do apologize. Jacob's happy. Bio's on fire. Jacob, you probably don't even care if Watford lose today, actually, do you? Just because of that, just because of that Sheffield Wednesday game. It was good. It was good to watch, I have to say. But yeah, Bio's not done himself any favors today, really. Watford have just won another corner. Half an hour to play here. Watford bringing on 2 substitutions. And it's going to be Ryan Andrews and Imran Loser. But the referee is going to make us take this corner first. Georgie standing over the ball. Referee talking to someone inside the penalty area. As I said, I've got a feeling we'll be awarded a penalty tonight for some reason. Oh, good delivery by Georgie. It goes over. And that's going to be a Swansea goal kick. And Watford are going to bring on Imran Loser and Ryan Andrews. Let's see who they're going to come on for. You suspect Ryan Andrews will be on for Festi. And Loser will probably be on for Pierre Duomo. Let's see what the fourth official says. And yes, I was pretty much bang on. So Pierre Duomo coming off. And he's on off for Imran Loser. He's getting some much needed minutes. And that's confirmed there on Sky. And then Ken Sema, that's an interesting change. Coming off, I should say, for Ryan Andrews. So Festi Ebisele, who's played at left back before, I suspect may go into that position. So Sema off, Duomo off, Andrews on. And Loser on for the Hornets. Thank you, Jay Webb. I really appreciate that. Bio to get a hat trick. I hope so. I hope so. There's not too long left to go. Jacob says just a bit disappointed if we don't get anything out of this game, such as a goal as we scored 6 on Saturday. Yes, I agree. It would be nice to back up that performance with another one here at Swansea. But yeah, I think for me, the players, as I said at half time, they just to me look a little bit fatigued. I mean, they have another game on Friday, so the schedule Watford have been given in the past week has been pretty relentless. They've not been overly difficult fixtures. Like the teams we're playing against aren't necessarily promotion chasing teams, but it's just the volume of fixtures in such a short space of time, which is the real issue for me. Or Francisco Sierralta getting into all sorts of trouble there inside Watford's penalty area, nearly giving away a penalty. Oh, I thought Vacuum Bio was going to be through 1-on-1 for a second then. I was getting flashbacks to his chip against Sheffield Wednesday. Come on, Watford. I'm pleased to report as well the fireworks outside my window have pretty much stopped. I've not heard any for about half an hour. So, yeah, hopefully everyone has had their fun outside and I won't feel like I'm being attacked anymore. But yeah, they were quite loud earlier. From about 5 p.m. to about 7 p.m., they were literally going off every like 2 seconds outside. It was pretty mental. Here's Tom Ince. Georgie. Festi on the ball now. Here's Ince. Loser out to Georgie. Watford hopefully going to get a bit more control with some more technical players on the pitch. Georgie into the box. It's headed away. Loser picks it back up. Nice little touch by him. Festi down this left-hand side. Back into Imran Loser. Watford camped on the edge of Swansea's box at the moment. Loser with a dinked pass in, trying to find Vacuum Bio. He's in. Surely he's going to shoot. Here's Bar, though. Bar. Oh. Oh, shot comes in. It's all happening at the moment. Bloody hell. It goes out for a Watford throw in the end. Shots coming in from all different angles. Bar had a go, and then I think Andrews had a go from distance as well. Yeah, Andrews with a pretty decent shot there. Goes out for a Watford throw. Come on, Watford. Come on. I'd be delighted with a point. I really would do. Here's Loser into Kayembe. Spreads it out wide to Andrews here. Looking to find Bar. It doesn't do so, but it goes out for... Is that a Watford corner? It is. God, I'm getting nervous now. We've looked good in the last few minutes, actually, since Loser's come on. And yeah, the Swansea keeper rises well to get to that set piece. Yeah, Watford's set piece deliveries have been pretty poor generally this season. I've expected a bit more from our set piece takers. I think Tom Ince, when he's taken them, they've looked pretty good. But Georgie, especially at Vicarage Road, where I go every week, he's been really wasteful. We have so many corners that hit the first man or just don't make it into the area you would want to. So yeah, I think set pieces, both defensively and offensively, I should say, we've looked pretty non-existent. Swansea City making 2 substitutions. Number 9, Vipotnik, is coming on for Bianchini. Swansea have a lot of players. I cannot pronounce their names. So yeah, Vipotnik off. Bianchini is on. I assume that's an attacking change. I don't know. I don't know their players well enough. But yeah, that is the substitution for Swansea. Charlotte says finally starting to apply some pressure. Absolutely. I think the loser sub has really helped us do that so far, Charlotte. Tom's loving it. Come on. Please do subscribe if you are new around here as well. We do watch longs for bar the couple I attend during a season. Unfortunately, I can't do the home games because I'm there in the stadium. But we pretty much do most away games. We do match previews, match reactions, and interviews with players as well when given the opportunity. Sorry, I had to stop talking there. Watford were on the attack for a brief moment. If you go on our channel, you can check out our previous interviews. We've had Porteous, Tom Delibashiru, Tom Cleverley, Scott Duxbury. We've had quite a few players on actually. So if you are bored one night and you think I've got nothing to watch, go on our channel, look up all our interviews because they are there and ready for you to watch. Watford looking much the better side in this second half, especially since them 2 substitutions of Andrews and Loser. Swansea have just scored, although the goal won't count at all. They carried on playing after the referee blew his whistle, so do not worry. They are not 2-0 up, it's still 1-0. Jacob's gone 2-1 win, 80th minute, 80th minute Bar to score and an 87th minute Andrews. That's what we like to hear, Jacob. That is what we like to hear. I mean, in my prediction originally, I went for a 2-0 Watford win, which is clearly wrong because Swansea have scored. So I'm glad I didn't bet any money on that. I think I'll revise my prediction and I'll go 1-1. I'll go 1-1. I think Barr will get a goal, and I think he'll rescue Watford a point on the road. Oh, Tom Cleverley's out. He's being very vocal. He's doing some hand movements. He's saying, "Come on, come on." That's my impression of Tom Cleverley. He's being very vocal on the touchline. 20 minutes to go here at Swansea. Come on, come on. His Festi Ebisele. Looks like he's going to go for a classic long throw here. He's preparing his run-up. Festi Ebisele does the long throw. It's headed on by Francisco Sierralta. No one gets on the end of that subsequent ball. Oh, here's Kayembe. Holds off a few people. Back into Festi down his left-hand side. Come on, Watford. Get a shot away here. Festi into Georgie. Georgie, wins Watford a corner. Watford have another corner. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. It's a shame we didn't play like this in the first half. Watford have another corner. Here's Georgie. Again, I'm sorry. I've got to say it. His deliveries from corners are largely absolutely shite. They really, really are. For a player of his quality, I don't know why he can't deliver better set pieces. The amount of times I've seen Georgie fluff a corner like that, where he just delivers it into the near post, it gets cleared away, it gets headed away. It's quite frustrating to watch, actually. Here we go again. Watford still have the ball. Georgie, good touch. Takes on his man. Cuts back inside. Gives it to Festi here. Festi. To Andrews. Oh, loses the ball. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Got to be stronger. And Swansea have the ball here. Swansea will probably be happy just to not commit too many players forward now and faff about a bit, to be honest with you. I'm sure they'll be happy with a 1-0 win if that's what happens. I have to say, I'm shocked we haven't seen Doumbia or Jefferson at all. Oh, Georgie, this is a big chance for Watford. Here's Kwadwo Bar. Oh, for God's sake. He needed to get the shot away quicker. I think that's gone out for a corner. I mean, Bar there, it was a 2v2 situation. I think it was Bar and Bio running at the Swansea goal. And yeah, Bar just not quite quick enough. I don't know why he didn't maybe take on the shot. But yeah, it's gone out for a Watford corner here. Hopefully the delivery can be better. Tom Ince has taken it this time. Thank goodness, because Georgie's have been woeful deliveries. Tom Ince floats the ball in. Much better, actually. I think Matty Pollock there gets his head on that. He's appealing for a foul. The referee says nothing happened. Oh, thank you very much, ref. That's ridiculous. Who's coming on now? It looks like Mamadou Doumbia is going to come on for Watford. So Tom Ince is off. Interesting. And yeah, Mamadou Doumbia is coming on. I mean, Tom Cleverley, I know, I mean, he was his #1 target in the summer, but he clearly doesn't rate Daniel Jefferson at the moment to play in these matches because, yeah, Mamadou Doumbia has come on ahead of Jefferson, which is certainly interesting. What the hell is going on? Matty Pollock's just done a pirouette on this touchline here. Gone out for a Watford throw. Matty Pollock having a fight with Harris for Swansea over the ball. It's actually gone down as a Swansea throw. I do apologise. So it looks like we're going to have a front two here. A very strange front two of Vakun Issouf Bio and Mamadou Doumbia, which is, yeah, really interesting. Ugh. Could someone let me know if Manchester City are still losing? From what I last heard, they were losing by 3-1 against Sporting, of course, managed by Ruben Amorim, who was set to become the new Manchester United manager. Carl Norton coming off here for Swansea, number 26. Christie, number 23, is coming on. 15 minutes of normal time to play here at the Liberty Stadium. Franco also coming off for Swansea. He's caused Watford a few issues today. So double substitution. And Allen is coming on. Is that Joe Allen? I don't know. Is that Joe Allen? Let's have a look. Number 7, Allen. It is Joe Allen. Blimey, he's still going. I thought he'd retired. Blimey, I wasn't expecting to see him today. Fair enough. 34-year-old Joe Allen. Blimey. I thought he'd retired a couple of years ago. I was wrong. I was clearly wrong. Yes, it is still 3-1. Thank you very much for that. Oh, I mean, this match with added time is probably going to go on till probably about 10 p.m., which is pretty crazy. Oh, referee, shut up. I mean, this referee has been completely biased today. I mean, how an I mean, literally, Quadwo Bar gets dragged to the ground. He then has a little pot back, and then the referee gives it in Swansea's favour. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You know when people are literally pulling your shirt down to the ground, and the referee still doesn't give it for you. I don't understand it. Here's Joe Allen out wide to this right hand side. Joe Allen picks the ball back up, interchanging with this number 25 here. Plymouth 1, Pompey 0. Obafemi scoring there. Tom out in Australia says it will be a shame if we can't come away with a point. Yeah, certainly would be, Tom. Yeah, a point would be really nice today. I also think a lot of people didn't realise Ryan Porteous would be suspended for today's game. I think that went completely under the radar because he picked up his 5th booking of the season against Sheffield Wednesday. So obviously that means a subsequent 1-match ban. So yeah, Ryan Porteous missing today through suspension. Musa Sissoko is still serving the 2nd match of his 3-match ban, which is, I can't reiterate it enough. I said it in my match preview. It was the most ridiculous suspension I think I've ever seen. I mean, they called it a headbutt on the Blackburn player. I wouldn't call it a headbutt. I would call it, I mean, this is my impression. So let's pretend the camera is the Blackburn player. He kind of went like that. He didn't actually touch the guy. And for some reason, Musa Sissoko has picked up a 3-match ban. I don't know why. But yeah, that is the FA for you for some reason. They let Osmajic play against Watford and he bit someone. He did a Luis Suarez and bit someone. But when Musa Sissoko does a head movement towards someone in the match, they ban him for 3 games. So yeah, there we go. That's my rant. Thank you very much for listening. Come on, Watford. Come on. 11 minutes now left to play. If I'm being realistic, it doesn't look like we're going to score a goal. However, we theoretically still can. So my fingers are crossed. My fingers are crossed. Throw in for Watford on this right touchline. Please subscribe if you are new as well. It'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, bloody hell, Quadway Bar nearly going on a mazy run there. The ball's spread out wide to Georgie here. Georgie, get a shot away. Oh, bloody hell. I thought that was going in the top corner. I thought that was about to go into the top corner. I thought Georgie had just scored an absolute worldie. It was so close. Ah, that's unlucky. That's unlucky, actually. Oh, it's quite far over, actually, in the end. I was misled by the camera angle. But still, a good effort by Georgie. A good effort. I'll tell you what, Imran Loser has been pretty good since he's come onto the pitch, actually. I've been thoroughly impressed with his performance in this second half. Oh, that's superb defending by Festi Ebisele. So calm and composed under pressure inside Watford's penalty box there. Jacob says Wigan on fire in League One. Tom says 4-1 to Sporting. Blimey. Man City really are having a bit of a shit time currently. Yeah, Watford for me are just feeling like a bit of a yo-yo team at the moment. I mean, how can we go from 6-2 Sheffield Wednesday to the first half of this game where it was abysmal? I mean, I don't know what goes through these players' minds sometimes, but yeah, first half abysmal, second half much improved, especially since the Imran loser substitution. That's how I'd summarise the game for Watford today. Still 10 minutes to go plus added time, but yeah, at the moment it's not looking likely that Watford will score. Swansea have been pretty solid defensively. Oh, referee, come on. What on earth is going on? How can they be so physical? Swansea player down injured here. He wanted the referee to stop the game. He didn't do so. What a knobhead. Sorry. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. Right. Oh, this pisses me off. I am really sorry. So Daniel Jefferson's coming on for the last 7 minutes. Why even bother bringing this guy to the club? He was your number one striker target. Other than Vacuum Bio's 4 goals a few days ago, he has done little to nothing to influence the team this season, in my opinion. Yet you give your main striker target 7 minutes at the end of the game to have an impact. I just don't understand the logic behind some of these decisions. But yeah, Daniel Jefferson's on, Vacuum Bio's gone off. Another vacant performance from Bio, to be honest with you. He's not repeated his hat-trick performance. You won't be surprised to hear. So yeah, Jefferson on for the last few minutes. But that does frustrate me. I mean, I've said my piece now. But yeah, Swansea have a free kick here. Edge of Watford's box. Probably not in shooting range. Looks like Joe Allen's stepping over this one to take it. Looks like he'll probably float one towards the back post area potentially. It's headed away. Oh, Swansea City time wasting already. They've gone over to the corner flag and they're trying to keep the ball over in that direction, which is quite funny. We probably still have 10 minutes of play to go actually. Oh dear. Swansea taking the piss with us at the moment. Oh, it's gone out. It's gone out for a Watford goal kick. There we go. Right. There's 5 minutes of normal time to go. We're probably only going to get one more chance, I would say, in this game. Let's hope there's someone clinical on the end of it to finish it. Or Batman nearly making another error there. Didn't get the ball away from his feet quick enough. I just feel sorry for the fans who have gone that way to watch this performance. Here's Jefferson. Oh, ref, it's got to be a foul, surely. Thank you. Oh my god. How physical can they be? Literally. That was like a scissor tackle on Daniel Jefferson. Let's watch this on the replay. Come on, sure. It's got to be a yellow card. So Watford have a free kick here. Loser takes it, plays it short to Georgie. Oh, what on earth? What has happened? Well, that caused a bit of chaos in the box. I'm not quite sure who got the last touch on that, but I think it's gone out for a Watford corner. Oh no, it's going to be a throw. So it's a throw. Festi Ebisele is going to take this long. He does so. We've seen it once today already. It's the second time he's done a long throw. Georgie shoots. It takes a deflection, goes over the bar. And this is Watford's probably best attacking phase of the game in terms of getting shots on goal. Come on, Watford. I'll be very happy if we score an equaliser. I really would be. So Loser standing over this corner. Looks like he's towards the Watford fans. I think that's where they are anyway. I could be wrong. They've not shown the Watford fans once actually, Sky today. So Watford crowding the Swansea goalkeeper, not giving him any space at all. And yeah, the Swansea goalkeeper, fair play to him. He literally had about 15 players around him. He rises out of the crowd and claims that with his long arms, his long dangly arms. And he will run the clock down. There's probably 2.5 minutes left to go of normal time. The Hornets house, hello. Do you reckon Gyökeres would be willing to help out a dire team from Hertfordshire at any point? No. I doubt we would have the funds to buy him. You know what I've not discussed today, actually? I've not discussed the news story about the potential buyer of Watford Football Club. I may do a whole video about it tomorrow, actually. Sorry, here's Jefferson. Jefferson, go on, get a goal, son. Who's Jefferson? Oh, for God's sake, who was that? It was Loser. Loser stole the ball off Jefferson, had a shot himself. And that went way over the bar. Yeah, Loser should have let him carry on, really. Not long left to go. Under a minute and a half left of normal time. I imagine maybe there might be 5 minutes at a push of added time. But yeah, probably no more than 5 minutes, I would imagine. Come on, Watford. Come on, we're better than this. We are better than this. We just always seem to concede away from home. I mean, it's just, if you are a betting man, just always bet on Watford to concede away from home because it's happening every single week. Now, sometimes, obviously, we'll come back to win like we did against Sheffield and like we did against Millwall. But yeah, I mean, in literally every single away game we've conceded, it's absolutely dreadful. Here's Festi down his left-hand side. Oh, here we go. Bar. Oh, that's a dreadful ball from Quadwo Bar. What the hell was he doing? What a wasted opportunity. What a wasted chance. Bar found himself with a good bit of space on this right-hand side. He just needed to calm down for a second and not rush it. And he sent it out for a Swansea throw. And yeah, there's been 4 minutes added on here by the fourth official. And we've already played 30 seconds of the 4 additional minutes. I can't see Watford getting a goal here, I'm afraid. But I do appreciate everyone tuning into the channel. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the stream, and yeah, go check out the rest of our content on the channel. But yeah, not good from Watford. Oh, Sierralta getting himself into all sorts of trouble here. And yes, Swansea taking that to the corner flag, wasting the precious seconds. Goes out for a Watford goal kick. 2.5 minutes left to play. Can Watford get a late goal in Wales? Technically, as someone said earlier, a European away day. We ventured in to the sheep shaggers country. So yeah, it would be pretty nice if Watford got a late goal here. Come on, here's Georgie. Kayembe, you got to pass it, mate. Into Georgie. Don't shoot. Festi. Oh, come on, close him down, close him down. Well done, Festi. Referee, come on. Festi still has the ball. Pass it, pass it. Back to Jefferson, back to Jefferson. Here's Kayembe. Watford need to kind of create a chance here. We've got less than 2 minutes left to go. We're just passing it around on the edge of the box at the moment. That's gone all the way back to Francisco Sierralta. Here's Kayembe. Oh, it's going to be a corner. It's a corner. It's a corner. Come on. Come on. Daniel Batman, ladies and gentlemen, has just gone up for this corner. Can you imagine the scenes if Batman scores? I will go absolutely mental. Oh, referee, shut up. What are you talking about? Just get on with the game, you absolute buffoon. Okay, here we go. Less than a minute to play. Batman's up. Oh, it's cleared away by Swansea very comfortably. Another poor set piece by Watford. Andrews spreads it to the right-hand side. It's picked up. Oh, here's Barr. Shoots. It's the side netting. It's the side netting, and I think that's going to be a Swansea goal kick, and that will probably be the game. I think that will be it. I think that's going to be it. It's 30 seconds to go. Swansea goalkeeper kicks it long. I'm just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle here. And the referee does blow his whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is finished. Swansea City 1. Watford 0. What can I say? What can I say? Well, Swansea City after the game, for some reason, are having like some sort of light show here to celebrate their victory, which is interesting. But yeah, Watford have lost again on the road. Second half, much better. Look, much better second half. I thought the loser substitution and the bar sub. Excuse me, I'm about to yawn because it's late. Yeah, I think the subs worked well. I still don't understand the obsession with Jefferson coming on for like 5 minutes at the end of a match. It just baffles me. How are you going to increase his confidence by doing that? I don't know. There's not much for me to say. You know, all I can say is the first half was woeful. We looked so open. We should have been more than one goal down. And yeah, the second half was better. We created some half chances. We never really made a big clear-cut chance on goal where you expect someone to score. So yeah, in terms of man of the match for Watford, I would probably say It's a hard one, really. Maybe Festia Basele, potentially. I thought he had a pretty good game overall. First half, not so much. Second half, improved. So yeah, I'm content with the second half performance. I think the 6 goals at Sheffield Wednesday softened the blow slightly, but my expectations are that Watford should be beating Oxford United on Friday. I don't want to use fatigue as an issue, but I do feel like we've been slightly dealt an unfair card by having to play on Friday rather than a Saturday or a Sunday. I think that's really unfair on Sky Sports' part. But yeah, we have to deal with the cards we've been given. Hopefully Tom Cleverley will rotate the squad. Hopefully Rocco Vata can come in. Hopefully Daniel Jebison starts. Loser would start, you would expect. Andrews, Sema, Porteous is back from suspension as well. So there's players who can come in and play. But yeah, fair play to Swansea. I think on paper they probably deserve the win. Let me know what you think in the live chat. But it's always just disappointing to lose a game, really. So those are my final thoughts. I'll just read out your final comments. Ellis says, up the Swans. Alison says, only 3 teams have conceded fewer goals than Watford in the division. Robinson must get his stamp on the team. Ranger Getag says, Swansea on fire. Yeah, you played really well. That Brazilian guy, Ronald, who I'd never heard of, played like prime Neymar in that first half. So it looks like you've got a little gem on your hands there in Ronald McDonald. Brazilian players always have strange names. It's quite hilarious. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I won't keep you too much longer on your Tuesday evening. Please do subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course our other content here on YouTube. And we'll be looking ahead to the Oxford game very, very soon. I'm very tired. I'll be heading to bed. And yeah, dreaming about our unfortunate defeat away in Wales. So yeah, I'll see you again very soon. Our next away game is Plymouth, so we'll be here on Friday, the 22nd of November for Plymouth away. So yeah, hopefully that is a more positive result. But I'll be at the stadium on Friday. I sit in the upper Graham Taylor stand. If you want to say hello, feel free to come and say hi. I'll be wandering around prior to the game and at half time. And yeah, apart from that, enjoy the rest of your evenings. And yeah, I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.